Everyone is welcome here, it's time to make new friends. Aquavit Euskava, fill your Glencairn. Share a dram with the spirit of Edmonton. Slancha!
And Slancha. So good evening, whiskey brothers, whiskey sisters, and whiskey friends, and welcome to episode 67 of the Canadian Whisky Journey's Whiskey Review. I'm Dolph. I'm the creator of the Canadian Whisky Journey, the president of the Alberta Scotch Society, and your host tonight. Now, we're continuing our Canadian Whisky Journey with the second installment of the Banff Whisky Experience, which is combined with the second installment of the Summer Backyard Series. So we're doing both at the same time. Now, Hansen, these guys right here, get a good look at it, in one of our very own Edmonton distilleries, will be with us at the Banff Whisky Experience on December 1st and 2nd this year. Now, that's only 5.5 months away. But if you want tickets, go to www.banffwhiskeyexperience.com. So, and that's whiskey the Canadian way. So just KY. And this is a really special bottle. Now, I've heard about this several months ago. This one right here, several months ago. And I've been looking forward to it ever since. Now, Sean Kincaid, I got a picture of him as well, also known as Dark Cloud Whiskey, hence the name, Dark Cloud, right there, worked with the owner, Chris, from Hansen to build this beauty. And it is a beauty. And it's a combination of 5 barrels. So I'll read those because I got those written down. It's a 6-year-old, I'll have that on the side, 6-year-old port rye cask, 6-year-old sherry cask rye. It's a 5-year virgin oak rye cask. It's a 5-year rye from an ex-sherry finished bourbon cask. Try to say all that really quick. And what Sean calls his pièce de résistance, a 3-year-old Triticale, which is a hybrid of rye and wheat. A 3-year-old Triticale matured in a Hansen X Northern Eyes rye cask. Now, because of the various grains used, they're all from the same distiller, but all the various grains, it's called a single grain whiskey. So that's what we're going to call it, and that's what we're happy to have. And this came out to some of us on July 17, and the rest of the general public July 19. 750 mils, a whopping 60%. Is Sean likes his cask strength as much as I do, I think. And yeah, and you can see quite a bit's being given away to friends that have enjoyed this and loved it. And yeah, I'm enjoying it too. So let's get right to the tasting notes, shall we? All right. Now, I fought with this a little bit before, and I had it without heat, and then in my hand for a while with a little bit of water, and then we did this as well because I do like my highballs. So, well, especially out here in the garden. But the first thing I get every time, no matter what's the caramel. So it's the sweetness of the caramel, and then we were trying to figure out what type of berry. Was it blackberry, raspberry? So we're just going to say field berry, kind of a fruit jam because it's sweet. So it's like a fruit jam. And dried prunes and dates. And, well, with all the port and all the sherry in there, it's just, that's a good bet. So dried prunes, dates. I'd say more prunes than dates, but my wife says prunes puts people off, so I should say dates more, but I get prunes. And cinnamon hearts. Yeah, not cinnamon for baking like you would think, like Christmas cake baking. I'm going to say cinnamon hearts specifically. And yeah, sticking with cinnamon hearts. Now the palate. On the palate. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know too many other people that get this tasting note, but I'm going to say it anyways. My first is licorice. So black licorice is my first thing. I keep getting it. And then leather. You think of you're eating leather, but it's the aroma and the taste. It kind of combines to what you think you're sitting on a leather couch somewhere. And I get a hint, and I mean like a little itty bitty hint of maraschino cherry. And I'm sticking with prunes or dates on the palate as well. That's it. That's the major ones there. Now the finish is neat because medium long. It's a 6-year-old. You don't think a medium long for 6-year-olds, but the combination of all the barrels, and I think they did a great job in blending this, brings you through several elements of the different barrels. But I start with, again, medium long, but it goes from sweet to spicy heat. I'm going to say fruity, but I'm going to do this again. Yeah, sweet, spicy heat to fruity, and then like the alcohol, hot heat at the end. It's not the end. Then it goes back to fruity. Yep, that's all good. It's let's say that again. Sweet to the spices to fruity. Yeah, to the alcohol burn, which is good. You have to have it with rye. You have to like it. And fruity again at the end. That's it. That's it. And I'm happy to do it. Big thumbs up for this one, especially if you're a rye lover and you like the alcohol up a little bit. This is fantastic. And now let's go over to the highball really quickly, because you get different elements with the highball than you do when you do it straight. And believe it or not, it's more caramelly. So it's sweeter. Yeah, and it's perfect for out here. It's refreshing. You're going to love it, especially outside. You're in the heat. You still get to taste your lovely whiskey, and you get to have the sweetness, and you have the rye. Soda water in here, by the way. And a whole bunch of ice that melts it up. And the 60% holds up well in this. That's it. It's fantastic. I kept this under 8 minutes. I'm pretty happy with myself. And hopefully we see you guys later. This won't last long. That won't last long. So you have to get to the store to order it if you do want it. I believe they had it online, but I wouldn't count on it. Go right to the store and try to get yourself one right away. It's not going to last, so you got to go fast. Slanch, everybody. Have a fantastic night, and I obviously will. I love two-fisting it. Here we go. Cheers to you all. Slancha.